Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. This is the Loshak in the Bag show for Tuesday, August 21st, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, IFBC week. I have a little bit of a headache today, but I'm soldiering through it, and I'm grinding on. Going to make sure we give a show. I am coming off a modest winning day at MLB. Yesterday was a very, very interesting day. Most of the auto fades cashed. Homer Bailey, interestingly, the first 5 innings team total over did not cash with Homer Bailey, but Milwaukee -1, which was the birthday pick yesterday, that one did cash. And of course, Bartolo Colon fade over 2.5 first 5 innings cashed. The other one was, who the hell was it? I can't even remember. Bartolo Colon, and the other one, sorry, my brain is slowing a little bit right now. But there was, Felix Hernandez, of course, fading him, cashed. Although, I believe that Seattle won that game. Remember yesterday when I was talking about that game, I said definitely I have to take the Felix Hernandez fade with the first 5 innings team total over 2.5 with Houston. But I said Houston, as a big road favorite like that, feels very trappy, and they did wind up losing, didn't they? Unless I'm imagining things. So yeah, yesterday was good. Then I did take a couple of shots, of course, with Baltimore and the White Sox -1 as big underdogs, and one of them did cash. Baltimore, the worst team in MLB in terms of ROI overall on the season, and they lost again. But the White Sox did cash on the -1, but I actually doubled up on the Baltimore one, so I broke even on that. And then, of course, the big debate yesterday was what to make of the San Francisco Mets game, and in the end, maybe I did the right thing, just taking San Francisco on the second half at -125, because that one did cash. Huge debate over what to expect from Wheeler and Holland. Some people suggest Anthony L saying that Wheeler was going to be great and that the Mets were, on the first 5 innings were a good play, and that turned out to be the correct assessment. But also, as we mentioned in the afternoon show, the Mets' first 5 innings team total under at 2 got pounded, and that one turned out to be the correct play. Holland wound up having a good start. A lot of people were suggesting that Holland was going to get crushed. So in retrospect, in the end, the Mets' first 5 innings was a good play, but also the Mets' first 5 innings team total under was a good play. And then San Francisco on the second half, which was the only play I made, wound up maybe being, in retrospect, one of the safer plays there. So it was a slightly profitable day overall. Not bad, right? I'm looking at all the comments. Huge. I just want to take 15 seconds right now. Well, first of all, shout out to the production crew at SBR, always doing a great job, and the graphics crew, Johan, Sophia, Asiani, of course, Lucrative Larry, everyone. Fucking great job these people do, and great people. But really what I want to shout out right now is the huge love we get every day and every week and every month and every year from the comments section. A ton of support, a ton of invaluable comments, obviously handicapping wise, but also the support through the ups and downs. Life has ups and downs. The Low Bag Show is going to have ups and downs. You know what I mean? And the point is you want to stick with it, stick through it. We do the best we can to bring you an entertaining show, an informative show, and hopefully a show with overall positive picks, which I've been able to do overall. My picks are nicely positive overall in almost everything, although I am down a unit in NFL preseason now. But huge shout out of love and thanks to everyone who gives us so many great comments in all different ways every show. Godmother87 is in the house. Yes, WNBA playoffs start tonight. Of course, WNBA playoffs, like all playoffs, can be a different animal from the regular season. Sometimes you want to expect the unexpected. Of course, we will talk about WNBA tonight, and of course, we have an interesting situation. Dallas going up against Phoenix. Dallas, really backed into the playoffs. They are over the last 10 games, 0-9-1 against the spread. 0-9-1 against the spread. And of course, Phoenix has been playing great heading into the playoffs. So you might think Phoenix is a no-brainer play tonight, and maybe they are. But I don't know. I'd first want to consult all the great sharp WNBA handicappers, King Rail and Godmother 87, most notably, to see what they think. Are the Phoenix Mercury a no-brainer play? As with all playoffs, sometimes you want to expect the unexpected, and sometimes these teams that absolutely back into the playoffs are actually good bets in the opening round. I could easily see Dallas being up at the half tonight or being down by 20. So we will talk about that game. Let's see. other comments coming in. Let me see other comments coming in, and then we will get into MLB. Yeah. So yesterday, just a fascinating and fun card from a handicapping perspective to see whether there was low hanging fruit, which there was. The birthday play hit, and of course the very interesting games, and then. The Corey Kluber, that one I had wrong. The Corey Kluber game, I wound up taking a shot with Cleveland on the first 5 innings. That one lost, but they wound up coming back and winning the game. So, when I looked at that game, my initial assessment on that one was right. I thought that the sides were close to being even, and that was accurate, and that the total of 8 or 8.5 was pretty much dead on. Wound up landing on 9, so that one was pretty accurate. And probably I should have just in the morning show, I was like, I'm staying the hell off of this game. That's what I should have done. But then late, I decided to take a shot with Cleveland first 5 innings and lost. So I would have had a bigger winning day if I hadn't did that. But I did do it, so that's that. But overall, it was a winning day yesterday, and I'm happy for that. I'm still a little bit shy of 30 units overall on the year, but whatever. I'm happy for that. Looking over today's card, there's I only made a few bets on the overnight lines. There's a bunch of first half, second half stuff that I'm thinking about, and team totals. Nothing as far as the full game is concerned. Although there's one play that I did bet that I was sure I wanted to be on, and that is the under in the Colorado game. So we'll talk about that in a second, but that's one bet I was like, all right, I definitely want to be on this one. I got it at 10.5, and I did predict to myself in my notes that the line would be 10 when I was sitting here in the morning. I thought about tweeting it out, but let's see where that line is. My computer's a little bit slow. Come on, let's not have a slow computer today. Let's see where that line is. I was worried / predicting that the line on that one would be 10. Let me just, come on, computer. Oh, God. All right, we might have to deal with some slow computers this show, but if that's it's still still 10.5, still 10.5 across the board. Okay, that's an interesting game. We will definitely get into that. All right, so we'll get into that in the MLB segment in a second. Let me just check some comments here, handicapping comments, and then we will not seeing any of the comments coming in. They seem to have stopped with Najee Smith's last comment, which doesn't make any sense. I hope that my comment sheet isn't frozen here. But okay, so let's see. Kobe Valentine says he went 6-0 and hit a plus 350 parlay last night. Awesome friggin' job, Kobe Valentine. I'm trying to remember what Kobe Valentine's plays were last night that he was liking. I can't remember. It's slipping my mind a little bit. Oh yeah, he thought that both the White Sox and Baltimore had some value. So yeah. Let's see. What else do we have coming in? Kobe Valentine said, I said Cole isn't looking that good of late. Seattle had a solid chance. Nice job, Kobe Valentine. Yes, that is true. I was agreeing with you. Just the line seemed fishy. I didn't want any part of Seattle on the full game last night. The fate of Felix Hernandez was just on the team totals. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Johan, everything's good, right? All right, because my comments, there's no way that there's no comments coming in over the last, so maybe my comment screen here is frozen. Maybe I'll have to try to refresh it somehow. But shout out to everyone. I'm not, my last comment here is Najee Smith's comment, missing dropped balls that my grandmom could catch. And I know that was a comment from a long time ago. So my comment section here, my comment page here might have frozen. I'm going to try to refresh it somehow, but we will get into it. All right, so there's no comments that I can really read. Everything okay? Everyone okay on? Yeah, I got some comments. Oh, really? So no one's been making any comments since Najee Smith's? That can't be. That's not possible. People just make comments saying like, "What's up? What's up, Pete? Yo, hey," stuff like that. There's no way that there would be no comments for more than a few seconds. You know what I'm saying, Johan? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Because people, even if there's no handicapping comments, people would be saying like, I went 1-0 yesterday. Yo, how y'all doing? What's up, low bag fam? Those kinds of comments. Those comments would definitely be coming in. So I'm not, Johan's telling me that he got the same, he's having the same issue here, not seeing any comments. So we're not sure what's going on, but we are streaming, I'm being told. We are streaming, right? All right, so we're just going to keep going here. We're going to keep going here. Once again, the reason I'm not addressing your comments right now is because I'm not seeing them. So I wish to God I could see them and address them, but don't get offended. Don't get offended. It's worse for me than it is for you because I need these comments. These comments are like my friggin' lifeblood. But all right, we will. I'll try to pull this page up again. And while we're doing that, we can move on to the MLB segment once again. The one play that I definitely made on the overnight line that I was sure I was going to make was the under in Colorado and San Diego. Now this one is another fascinating situation because Tyler Anderson, very, very weirdly, although he's not the first guy to have this profile here at Coors, but very weirdly has been getting absolutely crushed on the road and doing great at home. Now, why would that be? Are there fundamental reasons for that? You know, it's been going on for so long that I'm thinking there's got to be. But all right, so I'm trying to find the here. Let's see what's going on here. Whole thing is just freezing up here. So I did bet the under on this one at 10.5. It hasn't moved. I was thinking it might be down to a 10, but it's not. It's still at 10.5. And the big question is, you know, Anderson. It looks very, very nerve-wracking to see him take an under with him in light of how much he's gotten crushed on the road. But at home, he's been good. Over the last 10 starts, all of his home starts have been good. Erlin has also been pitching well against some nice lineups. He might get hit here, though. Not the most reliable guy. You know that his recent success, small sample size of success, is likely to regress. But I think he might be okay as well. And I took a shot. With the under. All right, I'm going to try to see if here. I'm going to try one more time. See if I can find the comments. To see if I can find the comments. Not exactly sure why the comments would be frozen. Not sure if you guys are able to comment on this show, but we're trying to find out. It doesn't help that my computer here is frozen. My computer is freaking frozen. Do we have any answers?
Well, I tried commenting myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to do it. Again, it must be YouTube.
So we are streaming, but people are not able to comment.
Yeah, not even myself. Confirming with yes.
Okay, but Johan, the comments are like 85% of this show. Johan says correct. I agree, and yeah, right. But the comment stopped with Najee Smith's last comment. Yes. All right. Thanks for bearing with us. Like I said in the beginning of this show. What?
No, let me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are able to comment, but once again, I'm glad that I thanked everyone for sticking with us through the ups and downs in this show, because it appears that we might be having a down here with our ability to comment on this show. Certainly with my ability to read the comments. But once again, thanks for the ups and downs. It is IFBC week. I'll take this time to just quickly do a 15-second description of the IFBC, just in case people aren't familiar with what it is. It's a big football betting conference that's going to be in Las Vegas this weekend at the Golden Nugget, and we are it's a bunch of panels, people talking about football handicapping theory, previewing the NFL and college football season. It turns out that I'm going to be hosting a panel on Sunday morning. I'm going to be hosting a panel interviewing bookmakers just in general, asking them various questions about what their lives and jobs are like being bookmakers behind the scenes. If you guys have any questions that you want me to ask, please feel free to tweet them out, or the comments are completely stalled out here. It does appear. Najee Smith, missing dropped balls, is the last comment that I am seeing here. All right, so yeah. All right, so I won't even try addressing the comments section until I know that we're able to see the comments. It looks like the entire thing is frozen. I hope that some people weren't trying to post this is the best show ever, best show on YouTube, best sports show ever, as some people's opinion in this show. Yeah, only 156 watching now, so I'm thinking that might be what's going on here. All right, well, we will continue on. Anyway, without the comments, hey, Johan, if the comments ever come back, let me know, because I just closed out the screen. All right, it appears that right now the comments are not working, and that sucks, because now all my picks are going to have to be all purely my own handicapping. And with basically my own pure handicapping, I think I'm over 50%, but just barely. 50.2%, 50.3%, something like that. With the help of the comments section, 53.5%, 54%, something like that. Left to my own devices, 50.2%, 50.3%, something like that, 50.35%. All right, so the tech people are going to clue me in when and if the comments are back. So, yeah, San Diego, Colorado under. That was a bet that I made on the overnight line. I was thinking that it might be a 10 or maybe even a 9.5 when we were sitting here doing this show. That has not happened, which is a little bit concerning, slightly concerning. Let me see, scrolling down, just checking something here. Yeah, there is some possible rain in the forecast. I might have been a little hasty with that one, but I did take a shot with it. I'm not going to make an official pick on it right now. I want to see where the line moves. I want to get some other information, but I did make a bet on that one on the overnight line at 10.5. Might have been a little bit hasty, possibly. All right, then I'm seeing in the Atlanta-Pittsburgh game, Gossman against Nova. Now, I was assuming Gossman was going to start here, but then I saw that Tehran was listed as a starter on the overnight lines. Now it appears that Gossman is actually listed. And, of course, Gossman has been pitching well, and I was going to take Atlanta yesterday with Gossman. I was on Atlanta 3 different ways. Pittsburgh first 5 team total under, and Atlanta first 5 innings, and Atlanta +1, and then they all got scratched because of Gossman being canceled. Now it looks like Gossman is in and starting here, going up against Nova. And of course, Nova, you know, some people suggesting that he's been getting it done with smoke and mirrors all season long. Others suggesting that others saying that his success, his last 2 starts have been decent. He still seems vulnerable, but in general, he has not turned into the auto fade that some people were suggesting was always right around the corner with him. And I'm certainly not 100% psyched to be looking to fade him here, but I think I am. I think Gossman is for real. Kobe Valentine let us know that Gossman made an adjustment to his mechanics that has really paid off recently, and he is definitely someone who when he's on his game, is a pretty reliable starter. So Atlanta's a small favorite here. Gossman against Nova, and I'd be leaning the same way as I was leaning yesterday when Gossman was in, leaning Atlanta first 5 innings, Pittsburgh first 5 team total under, and maybe Atlanta on the money line. I was going to take them +1 yesterday. Now they're a favorite, so I'd have to take them at -1 unless I want to take an alternative run line. But still no comments, Johan? Nope. Still stuck, huh? Damn, that sucks. Sucks. All right. That's okay. That's okay. Sucks, but that's okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see what so I'm going to have to do this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I will do that one. Promo code Intertops. I'm going to promo Intertops right now in a second. First, I'm going to look at the team totals here. What?
So, that something happened throughout you. I do.
Oh, really? Other live videos?
Other live videos. I do 4 and...
Wow. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm contacting them now to see what happens.
Yeah, we're contacting that. See what happens. Thanks, YouTube. Apparently, all of YouTube is broken. If I didn't have a headache right now, I'd make some more pithy, trenchant jokes. But I'm just going to focus on handicapping right now. Again, it's a problem with YouTube in general. But we are going to soldier on. My name is Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR videos. What's going on? It's back. Are you serious? Holy shit. All right. Thank you so much, Johan. Johan cueing me in the first split second that it's back. Thank you so much, Johan. All right. Okay. Well, what? We're rolling. Okay, great. So apparently the comment section is back. Comments are loading. That's awesome. Okay. We will, after this one, I'm going to do a promo for Intertops, and then we'll check some comments. All right. So again, Gossman against Nova, leaning Pittsburgh first 5 innings team total under 2 -129. Definitely leaning Atlanta first 5 innings money line, and probably leaning Atlanta on the money line one way or the other. Let me just quickly check one thing here. Let me just check. Yeah, there's rain in the forecast, so this game might get canceled. Who knows what's going to happen? All right, I'm going to hold off on tripling up or quadrupling up on this game, but I have to take a no-brainer play here with Atlanta first 5 innings. The game might get rained out. Who knows what's going to happen here with the weather? But I have to take a shot right now with Atlanta on the first 5 innings money line. I'll just start with that. I'm going to hold off on the team total under and all that crap. You wager as -115 first half money line, -115. Quickly going to check up Pinnacle to see if there's a better line there, but I doubt that there is. Yeah, minus 120. So I'm going to take the U-Wager line right now. First 5 innings, minus 115. Everyone else has a minus 120. Line shopping here at SBRodds.com. Line shopping, an essential thing to do in sports betting, no matter what your bet size is, no matter what your betting purpose is, whether you're a pro, an aspiring pro, a recreational bettor. No reason not to line shop. And I'm going to take and always take the best line. U-Wager, minus 115. Atlanta, first 5 innings money line. All right, I'm going to pull up the video again and see if we can't get some comments that I can read. Once again, if you would like to sign up with Intertops, please use the link in the below this video in the description box. I guarantee you, YouTube's making the affiliate links work, right? We have a promo, NFL 2018. NFL 2018. You can read all about that promo in the description box, but it's a nice bonus for first-time customers, for people who are reloading. At first, it was just going to be for first-time clients, but then they decided to expand it into people who are reloading. It is only for U.S. and Canada, though. U.S. and Canada, though. So now the rest of the world has yet another reason to be jealous of the United States. They're jealous of our freedoms, and now they're jealous of our Intertop bonuses. Yes, they are. Sorry. We have freedoms, and we have Intertop bonuses, and you don't, rest of the world. But in the United States and Canada, we have both of those. And so that's why they use the link. No, I'm kidding around. We're kidding around with that. But yeah. If you'd like to sign up with Intertops, take advantage of the special bonus offer that we have. The promo code is NFL 2018. And, of course, use a link in the description box to sign up and all that stuff. Thank you very much. All right, so I've taken Atlanta, first 5 innings, minus 115. And that's the first play that I'm going to start with. Next game, Philly, Washington. Very interesting. I was thinking this might be a good spot for Philly. Thinking about taking a spot with Philly on the second half. Roark has been pretty interesting. Roark has actually been pitching better recently. Feels like he might get hit here, though. Velasquez also seems vulnerable. So I was thinking about a shot with the first 5 innings and first 5 innings over, and then Philly on the second half money line. Once again, my computer is freezing up trying to load these friggin' comments. Now everything's frozen up. Come on. But yeah, I was definitely thinking about the Philly game. Seems interesting. Feels like Philly might be worth a shot on the alternative run line. Of course, that Washington lineup can explode at any time, but the bullpen just seems vulnerable at any time as well. And I'm thinking that Philly minus 1 might be worth a shot. Philly on the second half might be worth a shot. First 5 innings over might be worth a shot, and both first 5 innings team total overs might be worth a shot as well. Unfortunately, my computer is completely freezing up right now. I'm not exactly, wow, I should not have tried to log on to YouTube there. That was a mistake. All right. When you got 4 gigs of RAM from a computer that cost you, $300 or whatever it was a few years ago, you're not going to be able to load all the tabs you want. I'm just not sure. Oh, God. All right, my computer is completely frozen up now, but I can still see my Word document, so I'll do that right now. Yeah, so the Philly-Washington game, again, definitely thinking about Philly second half, definitely thinking about the first 5 overs, and definitely thinking about maybe a shot with Philly minus 1 as well. All right, here's YouTube. Here's YouTube coming up. Here is YouTube popping up. Here, let me close out a few of these guys. Thanks so much for bearing with us, everyone. Thanks so much for bearing with us. Whole thing is frozen up. Whole thing is just frozen up. All right, I'll move on before I can make any picks, check the lines. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about first 5 over in Philly, Washington, both first 5 inning team total overs, and maybe Philly second half, and maybe Philly minus 1. Let's see. The Baltimore-Toronto game is interesting. Of course, yesterday I took an ill-advised shot with a Baltimore as a big underdog. It's been ill-advised all year long to take Baltimore. They are by far the worst team in terms of ROI overall on the year, significantly worse than minus 30% ROI overall, which is terrible. I took my shot and I lost with it. The lines today seem roughly accurate. Gaviglio against Bundy. Bundy's been getting hit hard. Gaviglio's definitely been struggling. Maybe a shot with the first 5 innings over could be warranted, but I'm going to hold off on that one for now. The Cubs and Detroit game is also very interesting. Zimmerman, of course, was pounded after his last in his last start after a bunch of decent starts in a row. And Hendricks is a tricky guy. Regular viewers of this show will know that I have been somewhat auto-fading Hendricks just with team total overs, first 5 innings team total overs for a while now, and much more often than not cashing with that. But he's continuing to get strikeouts, not giving up walks, and Hendricks might be a little bit better going forward. So I was thinking maybe a shot with with the Cubs' first 5 innings team total over just to fade Zimmerman. Not 100% sure what we're going to get from Hendricks here, and the Tigers have actually had a pretty decent pen over the last 30 days and recently. So I'm not sure that I would want the Cubs on the second half at a big favorite line either. I'm just thinking maybe about taking a shot with the Cubs on the first 5 innings. Team total over. All right, let me see what the situation here is with YouTube. If I can log on to that. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on, sorry. Thanks for bearing with me for a second. Again, Jimmy the Bag is on hiatus right now, vacation. He's having a well-earned and well-deserved vacation. He will be off also through tomorrow, and then on Thursday is when we all convene in Las Vegas, and then the IFBC craziness will start there, and Jimmy the Bag will definitely be present and in full effect in the IFBC starting on Friday. No shows on Thursday, though, I believe. Right, our first show is going to be Friday morning. That's for sure. All right, my computer is frozen up. I got to get these comments. These comments are more important than anything else. More important than anything else. Gosh, it's frozen. Everything's frozen. My computer's frozen. All right, sorry about this. Everything is frickin' frozen. All right. Sorry, guys. Computer's just frozen. Computer is just frozen up. Can't handle the amount of tabs that I'm looking to have here. All right. Okay. Computer frozen up. Sorry about that. All right. So moving on to actual MLB handicapping. Cleveland and Boston, very interesting, right? Eovaldi had 2 great starts at Fenway, and then got crushed on the road. Now he's back at Fenway. Is he going to be better here against Cleveland? Not exactly sure. And then Bieber got hit in his last start. He might be vulnerable here. Boston first 5 team total over or full game team total over might be worth a shot. Maybe Cleveland on the second half, but there's a lot of unknowns here. I'm not exactly sure if I want to take Boston here as a decent sized favorite. Again, Cleveland pen definitely improving. Their lineup definitely live, and Eovaldi, I'm not sure if he's any more trustworthy than Bieber. So similar to yesterday's game, the Cleveland game as of right now looks like a pass to me. Then KC and Tampa Bay, very, very interesting. Snell obviously pitching great on a pitch count, but he's basically lights out for 5 innings. He's been lights out for 5 innings since he has come back, and it seems like we're going to get the same thing from him here. Question is, do we want to take a shot with Tampa Bay as this big of a favorite? Maybe. Do we want to take a shot with KC on the first 5 innings team total under, even if it's 1.5 or 1? Maybe. I don't know. Let me see what these team totals are. All right, now I can see him. Let's see what the KC team total is. KC first 5 inning team total 1.5. The under is minus 155. Is that worth a shot? Maybe. I don't know. That's a tough one. All right, I'm going to try to see if I can pull up the comment section one more time. And in the meantime, talk about this card. Interesting card here. Let's see what we got. Going on. Come on. Let me close that shit out. I'm going to close out Bet365. That might be a resource hog here. Yeah. Everything good? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so once again, it is tempting to think about taking a shot with Tampa Bay even as a big favorite, or KC first 5 innings team total under even at 1.
Do you need the live chat or
Do you have it there?
I opened it here.
Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, no, you can. You want me to come off camera?
No.
Let me just zip up my fly. Let me just. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Oh, now.
I'll give you my iPad.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this. What kind of computer is this?
That's an iPad.
Oh my God. What is this, from like 2016 or 2017? Because my shit is from like 2014.
That's
Oh my God. Look at this. What the, how do you, oh, you just screen on the screen. Wow. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia. All right. Well, all right, I won't touch it. Thank you so much. All right, now I can see the comments here. Wow. I feel like I'm in the future. I feel like I just got transported into the future. We got all the comments. Oh my God, look at all these comments. All right, okay, here we go. Now I can read all the comments. Huge shout out to everyone. All right, so let's see what we got here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so now I can read the comments and do the show at the same time, all in once. Wow, this 2016 technology is just unbelievable. Look at this. Look what they came up with. Look what they invented. Quantum leap over the bullshit from 2014 that I used. Let's see. All right, okay. All right, so comments coming in. I'm just looking right now. I'm just going to scan for comments about anything that I talked about from a handicapping perspective to see if anyone's agreeing or disagreeing with anything that I just did, with anything I just commented on. Tom Marino says, Murphy and Eaton are hitting. I think Washington hits Velasquez. So do I, Tom Marino. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking both of these guys are vulnerable. First 5 innings over might be worth a shot, and both first 5 innings team total overs as well. Marco Lou, I'm on the Padres today. I was thinking about that as well. We will get into that game. Let's see. Other comments here coming in. Jesse Dykstra says, huge value with the Tigers. Who are they playing again? Let me refresh my memory. Who's Detroit playing again? Oh yeah, right. They're at home against the Cubs. Yeah. This game is very similar to the Seattle game from last night. I definitely am thinking about taking a shot with the Cubs' first 5 innings team total over to fade Zimmerman, but definitely don't want any part of the Cubs as a massive road favorite there. And if anything, I would be agreeing that there might be some value with the Tigers, as Jesse Dykstra is suggesting. John Roy says Hendricks very good on the road. Let's see. Other comments coming in. Let me see. Let me see. Raul Rogers says, who gave Pete that Baltimore pick yesterday? You deserve an old school, what, the WWF Undertaker pile drive smack in my head. Listen, Raul Rogers, I took a shot with it. I just thought that at that big of an underdog line, maybe Cashner was worth a shot. And overall, with my possibly ill-advised huge dog bets with crappy teams, I wound up breaking almost exactly even. 2 units of loss with the Baltimore game, but then made it up with the White Sox -1, gaining 2 units. So in the end, it was a wash. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't have doubled up on that one. Let's see. Yes, Hugh Direction says, I like the over in the Washington game. Hoskins, Herrera, and Cabrera have hit Rourke well, and Rourke has been pretty decent recently, but feels like he is in for some negative regression, and it might come in this game for sure. Let's see. Oh wow, Udom Porn Ratanafakti like in Detroit +1.5. All right. Blake Kersey says, Pete, what happened with the dread situation? All right, I'll tell you that right now. There's actually a pretty cool barbershop here. They said the same thing you guys said. They said buy some conditioner and leave it in and try to brush it out. It was a complete disaster last night. This is what my headache is from, with all the friggin' conditioner that was in my face all night. And I'm getting a haircut. I'm gonna get a haircut today at some point, and all this crap will be gone. It's just an untenable situation. It's untenable. It's unsalvageable, and it's unacceptable. It is untenable, it's unsalvageable, and it is unacceptable. And I'm going to get a haircut. Leave the mustache for now, and then after the IFBC, we will decide what to do with everything after that, because I have my career to think about. You know what I'm saying? I cannot just make some kind of shaving decision that's going to ruin my career. So I have to keep the mustache for now. But we'll see. That's what's going to happen. I am going to get a haircut today, keep the mustache through to IFBC, and then make a decision after that. All right, there you go, Blake Kersey. All right, so, and I'll talk about that more in the afternoon game. I'm looking for other comments coming in, and then all right, we're making a brisk pace here. Let's see. Ulysses Hayes says take Boston money line. Yeah, I mean I can see that. It's just that I don't know. I don't really trust Eovaldi here any more than Bieber. I trust the Boston lineup only a little bit more than Cleveland, and I don't trust the Boston bullpen here any more than Cleveland either. And Boston is a pretty healthy favorite. Najee Smith likes Cleveland. Mally Mouth says had Cleveland yesterday. Shout out to Mally Mouth. I had Cleveland yesterday as well in the first half and ate a loss for that one. Congratulations, Mally Mal, on having them on the full game. All right, let's see. Other comment. Oh, shit. Kobe Valentine says, I'm telling you, Cleveland will sweep. Last time Kobe Valentine did this, he did this with the Colorado-Atlanta series. Kobe Valentine, did he predict what? Just that Colorado would have value in the Atlanta series? A soft, easy prediction like that? No. He predicted a sweep in the comments section, and they swept a 4-game series as underdogs. For that, he got a no-brainer Genius Award and was shortlisted. That comment was shortlisted for Genius Award of the month, of the entire month for that. Predicting a sweep, doing the same thing here with Cleveland. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, when I look at this game at the current odds, you know, maybe if Boston was minus 115, I think they'd have some value. But in the minus 140s, I would think that that Cleveland might be worth a play. Let me see what the current odds are here for Cleveland. Yeah, the line has not moved much. It's still in the minus 140s. And at the current odds, I would take a shot with Cleveland and definitely do it on the alternative run line. Looking for a big score there. All right, so let's see other comments coming in. Nick D0251 says, Kobe is hot right now. Might have to go with him. Just has a good read in general on baseball situations. Kobe Valentine says, love Snell. I would lean first 5, but not full game. Too much juice. Mally Mal says, no way Cleveland sweeps, bro. They lose last game. Okay, maybe if they lose the last game, fine. But today, yep. Tom Marino says, I think Cleveland hits Eovaldi hard. I'm on Cleveland money line in the over. Boston hasn't seen Bieber much. Well, look at that. Look at that. Kobe Valentine and Tom Marino, Tomor in complete agreement on the Cleveland-Boston game today, both liking Cleveland, and I'm thinking that one is that way as well. And definitely, if I was going to take Cleveland here, no-brainer play, I would take a -1 and maybe -1.5 as well, because that's just the way things go. In Boston, Eovaldi and Bieber, I think both come with some pretty high variance, so I would definitely be wanting to take as big an underdog line as I could here. Cleveland -1 might wind up being a play here. Very, very tempting to take. God, is this tempting to take Cleveland -1. I'll throw that one on there. Cleveland -1. The best money line right now will be plus 136 at the Greek. And I will pair that with Bet365, which I actually closed out. But I will check the Bet365 alternative run line after the video is over, and I will throw that one on there as the -1.5 part. But I'm going to take a shot with Cleveland -1. Again, money line part plus 136 the Greek. Alternative run line part will be the Bet365 line that I will. I just don't want to. I think Bet365 is a resource hog, so I don't want to open the Bet365 page right now. All right, other comments coming in. Other comments, yeah. Not Apple likes Tampa Bay money line. Let's see what that money line is right now. Holy shit. Holy shit. Ooh, Lord. I admit that I did take a shot with Tampa Bay -1 on the opening line. Got it at like -230 or something, 235. It's since moved 25 cents in their favor. It's now up to -263 at Pinnacle. A 25-cent line move in Tampa Bay's favor, up from a massive favorite line. Wow. I mean, at some point, you have to bail on this one. You can't take Tampa. If this is -500, no, we're not taking it. Now it's up into the -260s. Greek's still at -255. Is that worth a shot? Maybe. The Cubs line is also moved in the Cubs' favor. Look at that. They were -170 favorite, now all the way into the -190s. I definitely am looking to fade Zimmerman on the first 5. Not looking to take the Cubs on the full game here, though. Let's see other line moves that are interesting. Other line moves. And of course we got to talk about the Kopech line. For Kopech, starting for the White Sox. Okay, that's probably the most interesting game of the day. Can't believe we didn't even talk about that. All right, there's 3 games that didn't have overnight lines. All the 3 games that did not have overnight lines, we're not going to talk about. We'll talk about them in the evening show. I didn't have time to look at them, and there are no overnight lines. Houston, Seattle, we'll talk about in the evening show. Texas, Oakland, we'll talk about in the evening show. And the other one was which one was it? The San Francisco game. We'll talk about that one in the evening show. Although if you want to comment on them, we will. Games we definitely have. All right, so let me look at this one. Philly and Washington. Let me see what the first 5 innings over would be in this Philly-Washington game. Yeah, 5 -125, -115 at bookmaker. God, that feels like such an obvious no-brainer play. Feels like such an obvious no-brainer play, as well as both first 5 team total overs. Philly is just 2 -119, Washington 2.5 -105. It definitely feels like this is a no-brainer play here. Let me just do a little bit of a scrolling and scanning here. Hold on. Let me just I just want to check the weather at Washington, see if it's going to be humid, mostly cloudy, some rain. Feels like overs are the play here. Definitely feels like overs are the play here, and also Philly's second half. I will throw on Philly's second half, actually. I'll make that one an official play right now. I don't like the Washington bullpen. And I will take Philly second half minus 120. I'll make that one an official play. Philly second half minus 120. That is an official play. All right, moving on. Let me see. And let me just quickly check the Cubs' first 5 innings team total over. It probably is going to be 2.5 at 2.5, not that bad. 2.5 minus 115. Probably will be headed up. Cubs 2.5 minus 115. That is tempting. Let me just think for a split second here, and then I will make a final decision on this one. All right, I'll take that one as well. Cubs, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5 minus 115. Cubs, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5 minus 115. I'm on that one as well. All right. Now that my computer is working here, we definitely want to talk about this Kopech game. Kopech, of course, is a hugely, highly touted rookie youngster for the White Sox. Everyone's talking about this guy. The velocities that he hits are just going up and up and up. We remember when Aroldis Chapman came in and people were like, this guy hits 100 on the Gradar gun. Kopech supposedly is hitting like 105, 108 when he reaches back and dials it up. The guy works out like a motherfucker. He's ripped as hell. Probably on 3 or 4 or 5 performance-enhancing drugs, Anadrol, injectable Winnie, Synthol, dihydroboldenone, my personal favorite. The guy is a stud. He has had some issues with control, though, in the minors. That was a few months ago. Recently, he's been absolutely... All right, let's talk about that game right now. Recently, he's been lights out. Now, there's so much hype with this guy. Apparently, it opened at minus 125 at Pinnacle. I missed that line. But I did make an auto play on him in the plus 1 teens, and it's now moved about 10 cents further from that, now down to about plus 100 market wide. So money clearly coming in on the White Sox with Kopech starting. Huge hype surrounding this guy. He could have control issues. As we know, these guys with great minor league numbers and minor league performances don't always come up and immediately repeat that in the majors. This guy, though, seems like he's poised. He's big in the social media world, dates celebrities, bangs celebrities, all that stuff. How will that translate into this start? Not exactly sure. How will his head be? Maybe Colby Valentine could give us a nice educated guess on this one. Let's see what people think about Kopech. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of comments here coming in on what to expect from Kopech. I'm scrolling down. Melos Palos Way likes full game under in the Sox game. Let me see. Other comments here. Derek Miller says Chicago's a great bet. Again, educated guess. Look at pitchers and Cubs hitting. All right. Let me see. Comments coming in. All right. People talking about my hair. MVP Sportsbook says Minnesota will give up runs innings 6 to 9. Berrios has not been good, right? Berrios looks like he might be wearing down, and regardless of what we get from Kopech, I was thinking about taking a shot with team total overs with the White Sox here. Team total overs with the White Sox, regardless of what we get from Kopech. Let's see. Other comments coming in. Let's see. Adog says, dihydroboldenone money line. Yes, dihydroboldenone. That's what I recommend. Everyone in the comments section take dihydroboldenone. Will get you shredded in 3 weeks. All right, let's see. Antoine Seymour likes the White Sox first 5 money line. Can't disagree with that. Even if Kopech does struggle, not at all unthinkable that Berrios struggles even more. MVP Sportsbook says, stay off that under, boys. Minnesota and Chicago give up runs. Yeah, I was thinking maybe about a play with the over. I'm thinking Berrios is iffy here, and Kopech, for all his studliness, there's a question mark. Maybe the umpire will try to send him a message and give him a super small strike zone. Let's see. And all it's like Sox game in the under tomorrow. MVP Sportsbook likes team total over 4 White Sox. T. Henderson likes Chicago team total over 4. Let me see. Vitalis, I'm on the White Sox again. I will take Kopech with an underdog line made this morning at plus 105. Yes, I bet this one, and I might be considering giving the White Sox -1 as a pick. Yes, Bud Nino says we've been waiting 2 long years to see this guy in Chicago. The hype is huge. That could be a bad thing. Could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. You know, what will the ump do? Maybe the ump will be like, I'll teach this pretty boy a lesson. Yeah. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, ball 4. Fuck you. Now go back and bang. Go back on social media and bang some starlets, pal. You're in the major leagues right now. We're going to haze you a little bit. That could happen. Let's see. Kobe Valentine says he's from Toronto, and even he has been waiting to see this guy. I've watched him for a while. Very exciting pitcher. Guy's fucking ripped. All right, let's see. Let me see what I want to do here. So again, Jay Murphy says Kopech is more than ready, and the White Sox are jacked. He's finally in the rotation. Yeah, White Sox -1 be worth a shot. White Sox might be worth a shot. White Sox team total overs might be worth a shot. Looking for other comments on this one. Thinking about this. Paul Sargent likes White Sox first 5 team total over as well. All right, yeah. I'm going to take White Sox team total overs here. Thanks again so much, everyone, for bearing with us through all the issues, YouTube-wise, computer-wise, mood-wise, headache-wise. Yeah, definitely, bro. Taking White Sox first 5 innings team total over. Taking White Sox full game team total over. Maybe taking White Sox -1 as well. Maybe first 5 innings over as well. But let me just quote the lines right now for this one. Definitely, bro. Taking White Sox first 5 innings, team total over 2. And that's going to be -121 at Pinnacle. Full game, taking that one as well. Let me find the best line here. Line shopping, 4 -120 at Heritage. And at Pinnacle, we got, what do we got? 4 -115. Taking both of those. White Sox, first 5 innings, team total over 2. White Sox, full game over 4. Team total over 4, -115. Also thinking about throwing on White Sox -1. Also thinking about throwing on White Sox and Twins first 5 innings over. Let's see what the first 5 over is here. First 5 total over. Is it going to be a 4? What is it? White Sox. No, it's a 4.5, I'm sure. It's a 5. A 5 juice to the under. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that one for now. But do I want to take a shot with the White Sox -1? I think you've got to. All right, I'm going to take the White Sox -1, even though this could be a little bit trappy. Again, opened at plus 125. I bet it at like plus 112. Now it's down to a plus 104 or so. So the best money line right now will be at the Greek plus 104, and I will add on the alternative run line at Bet365 after the show is over when that line comes out, whatever it is. White Sox -1 is going to be another official pick, although I like this one a lot less than I like the Minnesota team total overs. But I will take it. White Sox -1, best money line plus 104, and I'll check Bet365 alternative run line after the show is over. All right, it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Let's see, what else do we have here? Milwaukee against Cincinnati is an interesting game. Guerra against Romano, another game where there are 2 very vulnerable starting pitchers. A lot of games today where there's vulnerable starting pitchers where the first 5 innings on the over seems tempting. Philly-Washington is one of them, for sure. Toronto-Baltimore is another one of them, for sure. Maybe Cubs-Detroit is another one of them. Cleveland-Boston is another one of them, for sure. Minnesota White Sox maybe even counts that one, although it's really only a Barrios. And Cincinnati-Milwaukee, definitely another one. Vulnerable, both starting pitchers. Guerra definitely looks vulnerable. Romano, maybe a little bit less so. But again, I'm thinking about a shot with the first 5 over and both first 5 inning team total overs on this one. Don't really want any part of Milwaukee here at this line with Guerra starting. But I definitely am liking the first 5 over here. It's 5 -107, and the team totals. Let me see what those would be. Let me see where are they? Where the hell are they? Team totals probably 2 and 2.5. 2 for Cincinnati, 2.5 for Milwaukee. Wow, 1.5 for Cincinnati and 2.5 for Milwaukee. Wow. Look at those first 5 inning team totals. All right, I'm taking both of those. I'm going to take both of those. Cincinnati, first 5 innings, team total over 1.5. Is Junior Guerra a guy who should be having a 1.5 team total for first 5 innings against any lineup in the majors? I don't think so. Sal Romano, I'll take his team total over as well at 2.5. Okay, let's see. Let's just find the best lines here. Cincinnati, first 5 innings, team total over 1.5 minus 130. That's the current line at Heritage. And Milwaukee is going to be 2.5 minus 115. That's also at Heritage. Milwaukee, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5 minus 115. And I would also be leaning first 5 innings over 5 in this one. So a lot of first 5 overs that I'm thinking about. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, first 5 over 5, definitely a lean. Philly, Washington, first 5 over 5, definitely a lean. Baltimore, Toronto, first 5, opened at 4.5, and UWager still has 4.5. Bundy, very hittable. Gaviglio, very hittable, right? And I will take that one. There is a 4.5 at UWager. I'm going to take that one. Baltimore, Toronto, first 5 innings over 4.5 minus 125. That's the current line at UWager. First 5 innings over 4.5 minus 125. Baltimore, Toronto. That's an official pick. Yeah, these offenses can be shut down. Toronto, the Rogers Center can be a very under-trending park, but Bundy's so vulnerable, Gaviglio's so vulnerable, and I'm going to take a shot with both of those. Even the Cleveland-Boston game, as lights out as Eovaldi has been at Fenway so far since the trade, first 5 over 5 minus 125 is definitely tempting. Either of these guys can get crushed. Even if one of them's lights out and has a shutout start for 5 innings, it doesn't necessarily mean that your total on a 5 on the first 5 innings is ruined. So I'm thinking about that. All right, so we got some interesting stuff here. We'll talk about the Yankees-Miami game in a second. That one, as of right now, is a total pass for me. San Diego, Colorado. Again, I bet that one under 10.5. Might have been a little bit of a mistake, but we'll talk about it. Angels in Arizona is a very interesting game. We do want to keep a brisk pace here because we're a little bit behind. All right, I'm going to check some comments, review my picks, and then do some last-minute analysis, and then wrap this shit up. All right, let's see. What do we have? Jay Scum says, I didn't take it, but I like the over in Boston-Cleveland game. Yes. Guys, says Peters, Mr. Peters, thank me later or now. Leeds United plus 135. I will thank you later. Guys, thanks for the comment. Leeds United plus 135. I'll write that one down. Leeds United plus 135. I'm going to thank you later on that one, Yas. Not right now. All right, let's see. Nolly Knows says Bundy is dealing today. Okay. Nolly Knows expected. Yeah, I mean, Bundy is high variance with this guy. Against weak lineups, he does tend to have solid starts, and that could happen here. Kobe Valentine says, Jays usually play poorer when it's close. Kobe Valentine, I know what you're getting at. Don't even try it, okay? Don't even try it, Kobe Valentine. I'm not taking Baltimore today. At plus 130, gotta be kidding me. Got to be kidding me, pal. But let me know if I did make a mistake here with the first 5 innings team total. First 5 innings over 4.5 minus 125. Nolly Knows says Bundy deals today, which is entirely possible. And Gaviglio, I've had some success with some unders with Gaviglio this year. You know, he looks vulnerable in general. Bundy obviously looks vulnerable in general. But let me know if you think I made a mistake here. Do you think Bundy's going to have a strong start, which is entirely possible? All right, let's see. Tomorino Tomor, I think Cleveland's lineup is better than Boston's. If Cleveland hit at Fenway, they would lead the league in runs scored. Brantley's hitting 360 last several weeks. Lindor is back. Yes, I'm on Cleveland -1 at the underdog line, taking a shot with it. Not applicable, says Bundy, a Boo Jay killer. Kobe Valentine says, LOL, I'm off that game. Don't worry, Pete. All right, Kobe, but let me know if you think I'm making a mistake. And be honest, Kobe. Don't tell me what you think you want me to hear. Be honest. Do you think I made a mistake just adding on Baltimore, Toronto, first 5 over 4.5 at minus 125? Let me know. Yes, Angel Romero. Shout out to Angel Romero. You aren't the only one on Orioles first half, Pete. LOL. Yeah. You know, in retrospect, I'm still not convinced that it was a terrible bet. I mean, it probably was. Pretty much anytime you're on Baltimore, if you don't cash easily, you probably made the wrong decision. But, you know, it was a big enough line, and Cashner, I thought, had a big enough upside when he's on his game. But I thought it was worth a shot. Who knows? Again, I wound up breaking even with my dog shit big underdog teams yesterday. So, you know, I guess, oh, there you go. Yeah. Kobe Valentine says, I think the game goes under in the Jays-Baltimore game. Might have made a mistake here, and maybe I'll take it back in the afternoon show. Maybe I'll just take the first 5 innings under 5, and then hope to maybe that it lands on 5. I might have made a mistake here. But it's just both of these starters are so vulnerable. You know, a literal 5-inning shutout start from either of them would be a little bit surprising. You know, so if one gives up 2 or 3, the other one gives up 2, you know, you're looking pretty good on a first 5 over at 4.5. All right, so let's see. Comic Ricky says it was value, Pete. I was on Baltimore as well. All right, other comments coming in. Let's see what people are saying here. Nolly Knowles, Bundy is dealing today. Mally Mouse says Bundy is bad. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Darryl Lyles, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, full game over. Both pitchers over 6. Yeah, both pitchers look very, very vulnerable to me. Maybe taking a shot with the first 5 over as well as yep. Tomarino Tomar says Guerra has a history of wearing down. He's regressing. Tomarino Tomar, how is Guerra a starting pitcher with a first 5 innings team total of 1.5? This reminds me of when we saw it with Clayton Richard earlier this year. And I think it was a little bit less justified. It's even less justified with Guerra than it was with Richard earlier. Guerra definitely wearing down. And when he wears down and that, the split-fingered fastball is not working, he's just throwing meatballs up there. All right, let's see. Vitala says, Pete, on the White Sox game, 95% of the money is on the over, but the line is not moving. If 95% of the over, wouldn't that move the number to a 9.5? Yes, you would think that it would. It would push it up. I'm interested to see where you're getting that number. That's a massive percentage. 95% of the money on the over with a stud starting pitcher starting. That's an interesting line there. Let's see. Yeah, Tom Reno says Guerra should not be minus 200. Completely agree. Nolly Knows says Guerra is underrated. Really? So Nolly Knows expecting Guerra and Bundy to maybe be underrated in today's starts. I'm thinking that Guerra is definitely vulnerable. Might be wrong, though. Flipper 13, White Sox game under presents great value per my spreadsheet. One of us will eat. Flipper 13 with a spreadsheet. Nice job, Flipper 13. All right. So let's read all the comments. Let's review all the picks, and then we'll do some last minute handicapping of games we didn't get to. Then we'll get to WNBA, and then we'll wrap it up, and we'll be back for the afternoon show, and maybe convert some leans to picks in the afternoon show, and hopefully it'll be a smoother technical ride in the afternoon on many counts. All right, so I took Atlanta first 5 innings minus 115 with Gossman. Cincinnati, first 5 team total over 1.5. Milwaukee, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5. Baltimore, Toronto, first 5 over 4.5. Cleveland, minus 1. Philly, second half, minus 120. White Sox, first 5 team total over 2. White Sox, full game, team total over 4. And White Sox, minus 1. Also, Cubs, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5, minus 115. So those are all my official picks. Leans I'm thinking about. Philly, Washington, first half over, and Philly, Washington, first half team total overs as well, and Philly minus 1. A lot of leans in the Philly, Washington game. Other leans I'm thinking about. Taking back my Baltimore, Toronto, first 5 over. Baltimore, Toronto, first 5 under 5 is a lean. Taking back my first 5 over 4.5. Cleveland, Boston. I took Cleveland minus 1 and leaning, maybe some overs in this one as well. Some team total overs, first 5 overs. I'll think about it, look into it a little bit more, and make decisions there. Tampa Bay, I don't even know anymore, man. I did bet Tampa Bay minus 1 when the line was in the 230s. Now it's in the 260s. I guess you would call Tampa Bay minus 1 still a lean at this line. I guess you would call KC first 5 innings, team total under 1.5 minus 155 still a lean. And I was also thinking that maybe if the line is high enough, KC on the second half, it's plus 150. Not quite high enough. If it was plus 200, I might take a shot with KC on the second half. Cubs, Detroit. No real leans, but as this line gets higher, Detroit minus 1 might be worth a shot. That would be a big underdog line there, and we saw it last night, A big underdog with a bad starting pitcher can sometimes have big value on the alternative run line. Hendricks is definitely vulnerable, and the Detroit pen, according to my numbers, has not been that bad over the last 30 days. Let me see what the Detroit second half line is. The Detroit second half has been weirdly good second half at home, plus 145. Yeah. Plus 145 at Bookmaker. Let me see what Heritage would have here. Would Heritage have plus 150? No, plus 145 here as well. Detroit second half, plus 145. I'm thinking about it. Detroit -1. Definitely thinking about that one. Don't really trust Hendricks in general, although he's been better recently, for sure. For sure. Okay, moving on down the line. Yankees-Mets, we didn't talk about that one at all. Tanaka against Lopez. Lopez is solid, and Stanton, is Stanton in or out? I know that Stanton is questionable, might have an injury here. Man, I'm going to think about this one and look at it a little bit more. As the line heads up, Lopez is exactly the kind of guy that you want to be thinking about betting as a big underdog. A youngster with some nice upside and a lot of variance will get you a line like this at home plus 200 more often than not. And Tanaka on the other side has been good, though. Tanaka seems like he should be solid here. But man, this line is just so high. We know that the Yankees have been a little bit overrated offensively recently. The offense is not the big juggernaut that it was in the beginning of the year. And Miami on the second half, plus 175. The Yankees minus 210. Miami, money line or maybe even -1 might be worth a shot. We did see the Miami lineup wake up recently in their last series, and they have some okay bats, JT Realmuto, he's a nice little bat in that lineup, They got a few other guys who are, this is just, again, I was auto-fading them against Atlanta. But here in this spot, at home, Quirky Park, as a massive home underdog like this, with Stanton, maybe questionable, could see Miami -1 as maybe an ugly dog shit team with some value as a massive underdog. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, again, I took both first 5 team total overs. Definitely would be leaning first 5 over as well, and I might throw that one on there. And at the current line at -200, would have to be leaning Cincinnati. There's no way Garrett should be this big of a favorite, and maybe Cincinnati first 5 as well might have some value. So those are leans. Cincinnati, Milwaukee game, we talked about that. I don't have any leans. I made them all picks. San Diego, Colorado, again, I took a shot with the under 10.5 on the overnight line. Might have made a mistake there, but I took it. And then Marco Lu said he liked San Diego as a big underdog. That might be worth a shot. I'd be very interested to hear Kobe Valentine's take on this one. Kobe Valentine, great, awesome read on Colorado with value at Atlanta. Now I'm thinking, at least for this game, maybe a shot with San Diego here, again, on the -1 line. And also, maybe with my under 10.5. And then the Angels-Arizona line, Corbin has been good. This game, I was thinking Arizona first 5 team total over, and then maybe Angels second half. I don't necessarily want Arizona on the first 5 as a huge favorite, but I do think Pena, probably more likely than not, is vulnerable here. Maybe a shot with the Angels first 5 team total under, because Corbin has definitely been pretty good and reliable. Arizona first 5 team total over 2.5 -103, and the Angels it's a 1.5, which makes sense on the first 5 with Corbin starting team total. Then thinking about the Angels on the second half plus 120, and that I think I will make a pick. Arizona I think does have a fadeable bullpen. I'll take the Angels second half plus 120. Angels second half plus 120. That is definitely going to be a pick. And thinking about a shot with Arizona, first 5 team total over 2.5 at just -105 to hit Pena. To hit Pena. Let's see what people are suggesting here. Kobe Valentine says, I have Colorado -1.5 and was leading Colorado -3.5. Eflin won't fare well in this altitude. Okay, so maybe my under was a bad play. Corbin says, Tomer says, I like Corbin against this bad Angels lineup that doesn't hit lefties. Yes. All right. So not applicable. I'm taking a shot with the Angels second half. Yes, I am. Just second half, plus 120. I'm thinking about taking Arizona first 5 innings, team total over 2.5. Hal Abrams says Pena is not that bad. Yeah, he's not. Not that great, though. But he's not that bad. If it was 2, I'd take it. At 2.5, I guess I will hold off for now. Tomer, the Yankees are overrated here. They know they're a wild card team. Not much to play for right now. Other comments coming in. Let me see. Other comments coming in. Let me see. Helping me think helping me think. Oh, yep. Mally Mouse says Corbin is a bet on. Corbin first 6. Ray Williams says, which books have -3.5? A lot of books will let you do it, but you got to be careful because when you start buying and selling a lot of runs, you start paying a lot more juice. You definitely pay for the privilege, more so at some books than others, but you do want to be careful when you're doing that. Of course, it can be made up for in value when it comes to a volatility, but you really got to be careful when you start to buy and sell, 2 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. Tempting, but it's interesting. All right, Flipper 13, Rockies game under. That's what I was thinking. Flipper 13, I bet that one. Kobe Valentine telling me that he doesn't think that Eflin will fare well in this game. But as we know, Anderson's been great at home. All right, I'll hold off for now. I just gave the Angels second half plus 120. I think that Arizona is fadeable. The bullpen is fadeable. And then St. Louis and the Dodgers, Ponce de Leon against Ryu, and he has been good. First start back from the DL, he was good. Will he repeat it here? Probably. A lot of people were suggesting that the over yesterday was a good play, and that one for anyone who got 8, they got a push. 8.5, they had to eat a loss, and I was thinking that the over might be worth a shot here as well. But I'm going to think about it. Maybe the second half over if it's a 3, which I don't think it will be. Let me just look at this one. LA Dodgers, 3.5 plus 105. All right, that's it for now. I got a lot of leans. We'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time where I will convert none, some, or all of my leans to official picks. I've already got a whole bunch of plays that are official that I'm giving, and I might give a whole lot more in the evening show. I'm just going to think about it. But that's going to be it for now for MLB. Again, we had some tech issues to start, so we're running a little bit late. We quickly got to touch on the 2 WNBA playoff games, 2 very interesting games. Once again, Phoenix against Dallas. Dallas 0-9-1 ATS over the last 10 games. Unreal. They do have some talented players, though, and a lot of times expect the unexpected. These teams that back into the playoffs that quote-unquote don't deserve. You see this a lot in the NCAA tournament, right? A lot of those teams that people say this team doesn't deserve to be there, they back in, they play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, come out in the early rounds and are great bets and sometimes make deeper runs than people were expecting. Would not at all be surprised if Dallas is winning this game at the half. I'm not going to make that a pick. I'm not going to bet it. So it's a very, very weak sauce prediction that I just made. I'm not going to put my money where my mouth is, but I'm thinking out loud here. Would not be surprised if Dallas is up at the half. The line is headed up, as you would expect. Phoenix opened as a 6-point favorite. Now they're up to 7. That's what you would expect. I would expect that line to continue climbing. The total's also headed up. Also, this one might be a little bit more defense-oriented than you might expect. I was thinking maybe a shot with the first quarter under on this one at like 44 or something like that. These two teams have played a few times this year, and they were not always super high-scoring games. Phoenix was involved in some lower-scoring games with Dallas, and especially on the first quarter. So I was thinking maybe a shot, first quarter under, 44, 44.5, 45. I'm going to check to see what the market has right now. Let me close out all this shit. I'm closing all this shit out. I'm closing it all out, closing it out. Resource hogs, gone. All right, let's have only a 2 WN, gone, that one. Bookmaker, MLB second half sports betting, gone. Close that one out. MLB weather, gone. Closing everything out here. Again, I'm thinking about first quarter under in this Dallas and Phoenix game, which should be a high total. Also, and then of course the second game is Minnesota and LA. People who don't follow WNBA, Minnesota and LA have been the 2 best teams in the WNBA for a while now. They played 2 straight finals matchups, and now they're meeting in a single game elimination in the playoffs this year. Huge, intense rivalry here. Obviously, this year, LA has been a lot less overvalued than Minnesota. Minnesota looks like they're aging. They don't really have answers for their general problems, but in a game like this, catching big points, they come to play. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota on the first half is worth a shot, and also leaning first half under on this one if 76 is available, which it should be. Closing everything out here. Let's see some. So again, my leans would be first quarter under in the Phoenix game, first half under in the LA-Minnesota game, and thinking vaguely about taking Minnesota plus the points, full game, first half. Obviously, LA has manhandled this team at points this year, but it's such an intense rivalry. You know, Minnesota does have some back class with their players. They're aging, they're tired, they're wearing down, but this is just a little bit of a, this is a big playoff game, and they're going to leave every single thing they have on the floor in this one for sure. Maybe they hang tough late, maybe they fade late. Not exactly sure. All right, so I'm looking. Yeah, so the Sparks, Minnesota, first half is 76. I'd be leaning under there. And Dallas, Phoenix, first quarter is 45. I'd be leaning under there as well. Comments coming in. Let's see. Godmother 87. First-time viewers should be aware, Godmother 87 kills it in general with WNBA. I always listen very closely to what she has to say. She tweeted out some WNBA picks this past weekend, which I completely ignored. And once again, I apologize. It's nothing personal. It's just because I wasn't on Twitter this weekend, Godmother 87. And she says, for now, Lynx solo over. Minnesota, Lynx solo over. And this total has crashed. It opened very low, 152.5. And now it has crashed all the way down to 149.5 is what I'm seeing right now at Heritage. The Lynx team total over right now at Heritage, 71.5. Of course, if you look over the recent game results between these two, LA, of course, very strong defense-oriented team, and they can easily hold Minnesota to under 71, far under 71. I think their last game they held them to the 50s, right? So this is not a slam dunk, no-brainer, gimme play here by any means. But Godmother 87, liking Minnesota. Team total over. Wow. And it's actually, this is why line shopping is so important. At Pinnacle, it's crashing. At Pinnacle, it's actually 73.5 plus 108. At Heritage, it's 71.5 minus 110. So Heritage clearly taking a position different from Pinnacle here on the team total. Again, Minnesota, team total 73.5. Under is minus 131, over is plus 108. Heritage at 71.5. Interesting. Let's look for some other comments here. Let's see. Mr. Gokster 99 says, Pete, who you got in the Mets game? Mr. Gokster, that line did not have that game did not have an overnight line, so I did not look at it. I'll look at it in the afternoon and come back with an opinion in the afternoon, but no overnight line for that one, so I am passing on it. All right, let's see. King Rail. LA has a hard time scoring and playing from behind. Comments coming in. Couts McGee says, Pete, you ready for IFBC? I don't know. Do we ever know when we're ready for chaos in life? I'm going to do my best. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm bringing you a vape pen. Indica or sativa? Well, sativa. Sativa has more of a body high. Indica's very heady. Indica's very heady, right? No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about that. I know they love to talk about that shit. They're like, man, I have some, blueberry Gorilla Glue sativa that'll blow your mind. It's a more a body high. You know what I'm saying? Johan's laughing. Is that real? Is that total bullshit? Body high or head high. I've smoked pot a few times. Every time, I'm very sensitive to drugs, so I don't take many drugs. A few times I smoke pot, it just wiped me out for like 3 days. I'm like, I had enough of this one. But, okay, I will take sativa. Sure, why not? All right, let's see. Getting back to a WNBA. Let's see. Let's look at some interesting comments coming in. Let's see. Yes, Isaac Hagan says, going back to old stats, playoffs, now defense will come into play. Yes, you see a lot of that in the WNBA. I'm looking for just some opinions on WNBA from when I started talking about it. Again, Godmother 87, liking the Lynx solo over. Tom Reno says, Brunson's out for Minnesota. I think LA hits them on the boards. Yeah, look, a double-digit win by LA would not be unthinkable. They've done that recently. And let's see. King Rail says, Kayla Davis might be back. If she is, that's big. John Roy says first quarter total is 44. No, it's 45. 45. I'm thinking about a shot with the under in that one on in the Phoenix game. Not Apple says both games under sounds like a good bet. Yes. Jay Scum, I like Minnesota LA under. Yes. Trenton Claxton, WNBA, both games under. Yes. Tomer Dallas depends on Cab Badge in the half court. Grinder will take her away. Tomer, I'm on Phoenix first half and full game. Okay. King Rail says, can't write Dallas off. Tom Reno says, I bet Phoenix at -6 earlier. Taurasi gets to another level in the playoffs. She's an older player who will benefit from the time off. Jay Scum also took Phoenix -1.5 first half at Bookmaker. Walter Trotter says, great show. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Great show. Thank you so much. Okay. I will make Dallas Phoenix first quarter under an official play. I'm looking at Heritage right now. I'm seeing 45 -110. After the show, I will check to see if there's a better line on SBRodds.com. But for right now, if the best line I can get is 45 -110, I will take that one. Dallas, Phoenix, first quarter under 45 -110. Minnesota and LA, first half under 76. Strongly leaning towards. And I will take that one as well. Minnesota, LA, first half, under 76 -105. That's the current line at Heritage. I will check after the show to see if I can get a slightly better line. If I can't, I will take 76 -105. That is two plays. Minnesota, LA, first half's under 76 -105. And Dallas, Phoenix, first quarter under 45 -110. Dallas, Phoenix, first half under at 89.5 might be worth a play as well. And again, Godmother 87. Liking Minnesota for now. Minnesota team total over at just 71.5 at Heritage. King Rail, it appears that he is watching and waiting for lineup announcements, maybe line moves. Wally George, Pete, would you bet darts? Absolutely. I wish I had the time to handicap it. All right, we are running over here, but we're going to wrap it up right now. I'm looking. Chassis N Coins says, after all those bum-ass plays. All right, a lot of bums in here. Godmother, Leaning Lynx. Daryl Lyles, Phoenix full game under. Yes, that line is headed up. That line is headed up. All right. We'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'm sure we'll have a lot more information from King Rail and Godmother 87 and Trenton Claxton and Tom Reno Tomor and everyone who loves to follow WNBA so closely. I have given 2 official picks in WNBA. I don't really need to wait on those. I'm also leaning other unders in other ways. Phoenix Dallas under 177. Phoenix Dallas first half under 89.5. Maybe Minnesota plus the points. If Godmother 87 is liking the Minnesota team total over, that makes me think that Minnesota plus the points on the full game might also be worth a shot. But we'll discuss WNBA a lot more in the afternoon show. Of course, we'll go over all the line moves in MLB. I'll convert probably some of my leans to official picks, and we'll check everything out again at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks so much, everyone, for bearing with us. We'll see you at 6 o'clock Eastern time.